What's up, my G's? Welcome back to the channel. KCK here. Today I'm going to give you guys a quick breakdown on my DJ vehicle and how I kind of transport all my gear to different events. I'm also going to show you guys things that I keep inside my vehicle to make my life easier and things that I keep inside my vehicle to save my ass if I get in a pinch or just make my life a little bit easier. So let's go outside and check it out. Before I do, I'm just going to give you guys a quick tour of my studio here. So turntables on this side, some speakers, records, same thing over on this side. This is just the play funk zone. I got this cool background for my studio. There's these like little plastic pieces, shout out DJ Low Stacks. And then to highlight them, I just use some both lighting IR4s. It's a really cool backdrop when I do Zoom calls with clients or potential clients. Give them something to look at. I also have my Daft Punk helmet right here. It is wearable. I've brought it to a few events, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. So this guy I just got, I should be getting much better audio on my gig logs. Shout out DJ Hi Kevin, my G. All right, everybody, so this is my rig that I use for my personal life and work. It's been absolutely fantastic. I've owned it for about 5 years. It's a 2005 4Runner. It has about 200,000 miles on it, but it runs brand new. There's a big reason why Toyota has such reliability. One thing to keep a note, I do love me a Twinkie, so I always keep good snacks in here. But that is the rig. Now, as far as storage goes, I utilize this cargo box on the back. Now this thing you really don't want to put too many electronics in because it does get a little damp, but my CO2 tanks, totes and cables, they all fit in the back here. A great thing about this guy is it's a swing away unit. So you pull this latch, it swings out like so, and then that gives you room to open up the back of the rig. Now, going back around, you can see a whole lot of space. What I'll usually do is put my Danny Max booth going long ways in the back against those seats. I'll put my Evox 12s stacked up on each other. I have totes that'll do 1, 2, 3 on top. I'll do my both lighting IR4s and then my Everse 8s, and then usually on the sides I can stuff in my DJ controller. On this sides I usually stuff in my tripods and Titan tubes. It's just enough space to get everything that I need to. Things that I do put on the top and ratchet down are going to be like my dollies and anything non-electrical, because clearly it can get wet. Typically if it is raining I don't put anything up there, but it's always nice to have that rack as well. And then I got my puppy. Yes, I do got my puppy who loves to ride in the back too, huh, babies? Oh, yes, she does. The cool thing about the 4Runner is it's relatively inexpensive. The reason I went with a larger SUV with a box on the back is I didn't want to spend 30 grand on a van, used van, and I also didn't want to haul a enclosed trailer. I live in Portland City. Finding parking is already tough as it is, so hauling a trailer around is just not something that I wanted to. So that's why I went with the 4Runner. It's been absolutely amazing. Toyota makes great vehicles, so if you guys are looking for the ultimate DJ vehicle, I can't recommend getting a 4Runner enough. Now, things that I keep inside my vehicle to make my life easier. We're gonna start with the basics that everybody should know. So number one, Tylenol, ibuprofen. I'm climbing the age ladder, so having that ibuprofen and that Tylenol will really help the day get by just a little easier, especially once it's starting to get to be the end of the day or you're driving home. I don't know about you guys, my lower back is on fire at the end of a long weekend. Now, the second thing I recommend everybody keeping inside their vehicle is cologne and deodorant. And these things are hand in hand. If you stink, if people can smell your BO at a wedding, it's probably not going to be a good thing for future gigs. Just in that one in general, it's offensive. Make sure you're smelling good. Put on some cologne or perfume if you're a lady, or whatever you identify as, I guess. And then also wear deodorant. It's a given. I don't care if you're a hippie. Put deodorant on if you're at work. You have to be professional. And another honorable mention, mints. Your breath probably stinks after dinner. I know mine does. So I always bring along mints. Now, another thing to keep inside your vehicle, I like to wear gloves when I'm loading and unloading, just the big stuff. Like if I'm putting stuff together like cords and cables or setting up my stuff, I'm not wearing gloves. I need the dexterous fingers going at it. But when I'm loading, especially like on and off the dolly, I put my gloves on every time. Another thing to keep inside your DJ vehicle, people. I like a good multi-use tool. This is the one-handed Leatherman. You just hold the sides like this, give it a good shake, boom. I got the Leatherman right there. It also has like flathead and Phillips head and bottle openers and just random pliers and cool knives on here that definitely come in pretty clutch. I'd say like every other event I do, I usually have to bust this bad boy out for either myself or a vendor that might need it. So a multi-use tool is pretty sick. Something I always keep in me, kind of on the same realm of that Leatherman, is a pocket knife. I always find use for a pocket knife. Plus, if I'm loading up in Portland City at the end of the night and somebody comes up and tries to steal something from me, but yeah, a knife is really great for work, and also if you need to defend yourself, it's a last resort. Hopefully I never have to use it, but I will poke the living shit out of somebody if they threaten my life. Now, this goes without saying, the next thing you guys should keep inside your vehicle, plenty of this. Water. Yes, you can get water at the venue. I try not to rely on anyone, any other vendor for anything that I might need. So I always bring along my own water, which leads me to the next thing you guys should be bringing along is snacks. Kind of on that same realm, 5-hour energy. Now, I, again, kind of run out of steam towards the end of the day. One of these bad boys, and I'm back in the game. Now, these next couple things that I keep inside my DJ vehicle are a save your ass situation type of item. The first one is going to be a first aid kit. I learned this from Nick Spinelli when he first started his YouTube channel. I've always packed around this exact same one. This is probably like the third one that I've gotten in the past like 3 or 4 years. These things come in clutch. 99% of the time, it's probably going to be for you. I'll cut my finger doing something, or I'll injure myself somehow, pull out a Band-Aid, boom, wrap it up. You don't need to be bleeding at your events. And also, if somebody trips and falls and Grandma Betty scrapes the shit out of her knee, you're going to be there to save the day. This next thing is really important to keep inside your vehicle. It's going to be a battery pack jumper. If your battery dies, this thing, you just plug it in, negative, positive cable, turn it on, and within 20 seconds, it's going to charge your battery, depending on how big your vehicle is, how big your battery is. This guy has saved me at least 2 or 3 times in the past few years. Battery jumper. This thing was a little bit expensive. I think it was probably like right around 150 bucks, but it's worth every penny in my opinion. Make sure you have a jack, make sure you have a tire iron, and make sure that you have a spare, so if need be, you can change that bad boy out. I personally love this Fix-A-Flat kit. I think it was like 15 bucks on Amazon. This is a battery-powered inflatable tire charger. Pretty cheap as well, 20 bucks maybe. I think altogether for the patch kit and the tire inflator, it was maybe like 30 or 40 bucks, but this is absolutely crucial to me. I live in Portland, but sometimes I'm driving out to the beach, which is an hour and a half, or sometimes up to Mount Hood, which is another hour and a half. If I'm driving there, or especially when I'm driving back from an event, there's nobody around on those countryside roads. You want to make sure that you're able to get there safely and get home safely to your loved ones, or maybe you're just going home to your cats or something like that. They miss you. They want you to get home safe and on time. So follow these things. If you guys think it's a good idea, please go ahead and grab them. I'll put some links below in the comment section. I think that's it. Yeah, those are all the things that I recommend that you all keep inside your vehicle. Thank you guys for checking it out. I am going to put these back inside my vehicle and make sure that I'm prepared for my gigs this weekend. I hope you guys are killing it this year. I hope you have a bunch of gigs and all the success. See you guys in the next one. Peace.